Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Triple R, rocking the John Cena WrestleMania t-shirt today, and we are doing another deep dive into the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. This is from the LiveNOW from Fox YouTube channel. The title of this video is Johnny Depp Witness Amber Heard Joked About Defecation Surprise Left in Bed. This looks like it's from Starling Jenkins, it says here, who worked as a driver and associate of Johnny Depp, testified in the actor's defamation trial against his ex-wife Amber Heard about his interactions with the couple. At one point, Jenkins discusses how Amber Heard joked about leaving a defecation surprise in the bed she shared with the Pirates of the Caribbean actor. The volume on this was really low. I had to jack up the gain on this, so if anybody's like, oh, it's low, trust me, it was way lower. I went way up.
Mr. Jenkins, can you hear me, sir?
Afternoon. Yes, I can, Your Honor.
All right, perfect. Thank you, sir. All right. If you raise your right hand for me, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth under penalty of law?
I do.
All right, thank you, sir.
I'm guessing he's not there in person?
Good morning, Mr. Jenkins. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
And could you please state your full name for the record?
There he is.
Jenkins III.
And Mr. Jenkins, where do you...
What a cool name, Starling Jenkins III. Also, I bought this today. I don't know why. If anyone's ever had this before, it's like with the little beads at Bath & Body Works. I'll tell you what, man, this stuff smells good. I love fall, okay? I bought a fall candle today. It's called Flannel. It's in the background. You can't see it. It's back over that way. It smells delicious in here.
you live?
Los Angeles, California.
My neighbor.
And what is your occupation?
Executive chauffeur, security.
And how long have you worked as an executive chauffeur and in security?
Executive chauffeur for 30 years, security for 8 years.
And what occupations did you hold?
I always like when people wear glasses where the lenses, gotta be their eyes are bad, and then it makes their eyes look big. I've always just enjoyed it for some reason.
For 8 years.
And what occupations did you hold prior to working as an executive chauffeur and in security?
Route sales executive and United States Marines.
Oh, wow, Marine.
Mr. Jenkins, do you know the plaintiff in this case, Johnny Depp?
Yes, I do.
And when did you first meet Mr. Depp?
1993.
How did you first meet Mr. Depp?
I love when Johnny laughs because you could tell these two probably have some crazy history and have seen some things together.
He used delivery service to transport him to and from.
So in the 30 or so years that you've known Mr. Depp, what services have you performed for him over the course of that period?
Child care, animal care, personal assistant duties, security, and transportation.
A little bit of everything.
And could you estimate approximately how many hours per week would you provide those services to Mr. Depp?
40 to 60 hours.
And can you describe generally your interactions with Mr. Depp in the time that you've worked for him?
Pleasant, always upbeat.
There's not a single person that has said otherwise about Johnny so far. I still got a ton of witnesses to go. Every single person that's ever worked for or been in contact with Johnny Depp has said he is a pleasant, kind human being. So either everyone is lying or they're telling the truth.
Do you know the defendant in this case, Amber Heard?
Yes.
And when did you first meet Miss Heard?
After the filming of the Rum Diary project.
And can you describe generally your interactions with Miss Heard?
Miserable.
Pleasant, cordial, very respectful.
And so in your time working with Mr. Depp, did you ever observe Mr. Depp's and Miss Heard's interactions with one another?
Yes.
And can you describe those interactions generally, please?
They hated each other.
Very cordial, very aware that people are around them, very, very friendly.
Did you ever see them argue?
Yes.
I feel like everybody so far that has talked about Johnny and Amber has all said, yes, I have seen them argue. These two argued. And we've said before, it seems like Amber Heard was the type to just want to argue.
Can you describe what you observed about those arguments?
It would be initiated by her.
There you go. Every time she had a problem, she made it escalate.
She would try to engage with him. He would tell me to turn the music up.
He would tell me to turn the music on. Hey, can you turn up the music for me, boss?
So, where did these arguments take place?
In the car.
Do you recall how many times you witnessed them argue?
Twice.
Mr. Jenkins, turning your attention to April 21st, 2016, can you tell the jury what you recall about that day?
Could you repeat the question, sir?
Sure. So, turning your attention to April 21st, 2016, can you tell the jury what you recall about that day?
It was the birthday party being held at the penthouse.
And when you say the penthouse, what are you referring to?
It's the Eastern Columbia building.
And what were you doing that evening?
That evening, I was assigned security on the detail.
Were you inside the residence while the birthday party was taking place?
I was in the CP, the command post that's stationed on the same floor, right outside of the elevator.
And did you interact with Ms. Hurd at all that evening?
Yes, I did. In regards to getting her clients keys, parking, making sure no one else was on the floor that wasn't invited to the party.
Were there any issues at the birthday party at the time that you were present at the penthouses?
Miss Hurd was upset that Johnny Depp didn't personally play Happy Birthday for her.
No issues except for the boss did not show up.
And do you recall what time you left that day?
11:15 p.m. that evening.
Good memory.
And Mr. Jenkins, what happened the next day, April 22nd, 2016?
I arrived early, 10:45. Went upstairs to the penthouse. I was informed by Amber that she got in a fight with Johnny last night. She threw his personal property over the balcony.
Oh, that's mature. That's hey. When I think of an adult having an argument, the mature thing to do is to take a famous actor's stuff and chuck it over the balcony like it's some teenage rom-com gone wrong. No, that's a really mature thing of Amber.
Into the streets, 9th and Broadway.
And when you say personal property, what are you referring to?
His phone, wallet.
Wow.
Credit cards, passports, everything that's in his wallet.
That's crazy. Now, if you say she threw his jacket, some of his shirts, his pants, a blanket, that's still ridiculous, but how dangerous it is to throw phone, wallet, his passport, like these are, Jesus. The wrong person gets their hands on that, they can then extort, blackmail, steal an identity of somebody that's worth like a bajillion dollars here. It's insane. That's such immature behavior by Amber.
Did Ms. Hurd say anything else to you about this altercation?
Nothing except they were fighting.
So what did you do after Ms. Hurd informed you that she had thrown Mr. Depp's personal property off the balcony?
I threw her stuff off the balcony.
Formulated a plan with Norm from the office to use the Find My Phone app, hit the streets, and try to get lucky.
Did you end up finding Mr. Depp's phone?
Yes, I did.
Oh, wow.
Skid Row.
Wow, it was at Skid Row. If you don't know what Skid Row is, it's a pretty rough spot here in Los Angeles. A lot of man-made shelters there.
Probably 6 miles from the house.
And that's why that's so dangerous. Now, luckily, they probably had no idea that was Johnny Depp's phone, and there was probably a lock on it. But, like, man, once again, just the invasion of privacy from somebody having your stuff like that, especially when it's your own wife at that time that is doing it, is just nasty stuff.
And who had the phone?
A homeless gentleman, unhoused gentleman. I approached him about the phone. He was honest. He returned it. I gave him a reward for it.
That's nice.
And what was the reward?
$420.
Hey, 420.
Chicken tacos.
Some chicken tacos? Hell yeah.
Chips, apples, Fiji water.
So after finding Mr. Depp's phone, what did you do?
Johnny liked that one.
I
Hey, man, sometimes a chicken taco is even better than money.
returned to the penthouse, showed the phone to Amber that I retrieved it. I left it in the CP for the evening security to return it to Mr. Depp.
So after figuring out things with the phone, what happened next?
Yeah, Amber threw it again.
What happened next is I walked Amber to the car. We got everybody in the car. She's on her way to Coachella. I went back to the penthouse to retrieve the dogs and the luggage.
Were you also going to Coachella with Miss Heard?
Yes, I was. I was the transportation for Amber and her friends while she was at Coachella.
So how did you get to Coachella?
Drove the SUV provided by Johnny with the animals and all the luggage.
What do you think he's going to say there, buddy? We walked. We rode on a tandem bicycle. They got on the back of my my scooter. What do you think? Use your brain.
Luggage in and headed out to the venue.
Yeah, you know, I got a Vespa. We all got on the Vespa.
And the morning of April 22nd, did you see any injuries on Miss Heard?
No marks.
No one ever has. No one's ever seen any. They don't exist.
Driving out to Coachella, did anyone drive with you?
I was in the car alone except for the animals.
And how did Miss Heard get to Coachella?
She drove a Mustang.
Was anyone else in her car?
She was with, I believe, her sister and one other friend, her assistant, Savannah.
And do you know how many days Miss Heard and her friends were planning to stay at Coachella?
So the following Monday, I believe it's the 25th of April, we departed.
Tell you what, this dude's got a lock memory, man. Holy moly. I'm always so impressed by this when people do this. Like, how do you pull in dates like that? No problem. I mean, that's just impressive stuff.
And do you recall where Miss Heard was staying at Coachella?
We were staying at the Parker boutique hotels there in Palm Springs outside of Coachella.
Well,
Were you also
that's
staying
expensive.
at the Parker Hotel?
I also stayed there.
And so did you attend Coachella for work or for pleasure?
I went to see Lady Gaga.
For work.
And what was your job that weekend?
Provide security and transportation, animal care, Amber's rolling assistant, take care of her, whatever she needed while she was there at the Parker or in out traveling.
Do you recall what time approximately you arrived at the Parker Hotel on April 22nd?
I'm sure he can.
Around 5:30ish, maybe 5:45.
Yep.
And what did Miss Heard and her friends do that evening, April 22nd?
That evening,
Drugs.
we arrived. We were assigned the rooms. We went with the staff of the Parker Hotel around to the suites where we were staying. They let us in. We let all the luggage in, and we proceeded to plan for that evening to depart by 7:15ish to get to the festival there.
And how did Miss Heard and her friends get from the hotel to the festival that evening?
I drove them directly to there.
And did you have any discussions with Miss Heard on the way to Coachella that evening?
We had a conversation pertaining to the surprise she left in the boss's bed.
That's crazy that she openly just talked about that to a guy that Johnny Depp hires and pays.
Prior to leaving the apartment.
I love how he called it the surprise. The doo-doo surprise.
And when you refer to the surprise in
I don't think it was a gift card.
the boss's bed, what are you referring to?
The defecation.
I love it because, like, in these trials and court stuff, everyone is so professional because I get it. But it's like, That's multiple times where people said defecation, which is just so funny to me. Just say doo-doo. The doo-doo incident.
And what did Miss Heard say about the defecation in
Oh, Amber thinks that's funny.
Mr. Depp's bed?
A horrible practical joke gone wrong.
A practical joke gone wrong is not taking a crap in someone's bed. That's not a practical joke, because the joke has to have some sort of thing to it. Like, okay, you know, when like you put tape around the sink nozzle and someone turns it on, it sprays them in the face, and it's like, what the hell, gotcha, and they're fine and everything's okay, nothing's ruined, right? Or the pens that have the little shocker, and you're like, someone doing that doing number 2 in your bed, there's no punchline to that. That's not a practical joke. That's like when people say something super mean and then just say, I'm just kidding, I'm just joking. It's like, no, you're not. Don't mask it with the I'm joking thing. Own up to it.
Mr. Jenkins, what observations did you make about Miss Heard at Coachella in April 2016?
Miss Turd. Huh? Get it? Okay, sorry.
She had no worries. She was there to whoop it up. It's her birthday. She's with her friends.
And how often were you with her that weekend?
Was with her every day. She went to the venue from the time that we interacted with the wallet incident, the night before at the party, all the way until Monday. We returned with the pets and the luggage.
And did you observe anything about Miss Heard's health that weekend?
She got sick.
Do you know
She got sick at the venue second night.
Do you know what caused Miss Heard to be sick?
She was eating the magic mushrooms and drinking.
Uh-oh. What'd I tell you? Hey, when people go to Coachella, they're usually on another planet.
Drinking red wine on an empty stomach.
And how do you know that she drank red
That'll
wine
do
and
it.
took magic mushrooms?
I saw the room service, and I went to their room to collect them, to take them out that evening.
So is that
I did
something?
in the car.
Excuse me. Is that something you witnessed?
I witnessed it.
And what did you do in response to Miss Heard being sick at Coachella?
I collected her, got her in the vehicle.
Collected her is a funny way of
Didn't
saying.
want anyone else to know that she was sick. Take her back to the Parker alone. I took her to the 7-Eleven, where I retrieved hydrating fluids, Advil, and
He definitely got her a Pedialyte.
let her have those. Got her back to the Parker, got her into the suite, and then went back to pick up everyone else.
And Mr. Jenkins, when you said Miss Heard got sick, do you recall what her symptoms were?
Yeah, she was throwing up.
Mr. Jenkins, did you see any injuries of any kind on Miss Heard April 22nd, 2016?
No injuries.
I'll sustain. So yes.
What about the rest of that weekend, Mr. Jenkins? Any injuries that you saw?
No injuries.
Have you ever witnessed any physical abuse between Mr. Depp and Miss Heard?
No.
Well, there's that.
Thank you, Mr. Jenkins. Nothing further.
All right, cross-examination.
Johnny. I love when Johnny lets those smiles go.
Good afternoon, Mr. Jenkins.
Good afternoon.
So just to be clear on the chronology, you met Mr. Depp in 1993, is that right?
Correct.
And you've worked
I was 3 years old. Damn toddler.
for him ever since?
Off and on? Yes.
Okay. And your salary's paid by Mr. Depp, correct?
Salary? No.
You receive pay for the work that you do for Mr.
Yes.
Depp, correct?
Of course. Yes. Of course.
And what Mr. Depp's security is your highest priority in your job, correct?
Yes, it is.
You're loyal to Mr.
His
Depp.
and his family.
I love it. You're loyal to him. You would lie for him. You're talking to a Marine, dude.
And his family.
You're loyal to Mr. Depp, right?
Yes.
Now, I want to turn to the night of April 21st, 2016. just to recap, you said you were working a security shift at Amber's birthday at the Eastern Columbia building that evening, correct?
Correct.
And
Sir,
you said that
you said you witnessed Amber Heard drink red wine, sir. It was white Zinfandel.
your shift ended around 11:15, correct?
Correct.
And you said the boss still hadn't shown up by the time that you left the Eastern Columbia building, right?
Correct.
So you have no idea where Mr. Depp was or what he was doing from 9:30 p.m. that evening until at least 11:15 when you left the Eastern Columbia building, right?
He could have been fighting and drinking. Also, over halfway through the video, I'm enjoying this one. This is like a nice. It's just nice to see Johnny's witnesses. They're always so just honest and gentle human beings. And you could tell who he surrounds himself with, obviously. As always, you know the deal. Like the video if you're here. Hype the video. We've been getting a lot of hype points. Thank you so much for doing that. Leave some comments. The more the merrier. And please subscribe. We are currently at 19,820. I checked right before I got on. We are very close from 20,000. If 180 of you watching this are not subscribed to this channel right now, please consider subscribing, as it would be awesome to hit 20,000 from this video. And to those that are subscribed, thank you. Make sure you turn on those post notifications by hitting that bell, just so YouTube doesn't, get in the way of videos. Sometimes they don't send them out unless you have it set to show all. So, like I said, every time if I can get 5 or 10 people to do it, cool. And then also, thank you guys. A lot of you have been still coming over to my Twitch streams. Thank you so much. That's another great way to support me. I really appreciate it. Just coming over there, following me, hanging out, saying what's up. Means a lot. If you want to follow me on Twitch, watch me live, come on by, say hey. I'll interact with you. I'll say hello. You get to see me watch some reality TV shows. My link is in the description, or on Twitch, just search not N-O-T, Ryan, R-Y-A-N, Abe, A-B-E, not Ryan Abe. That is my username on there. Or once again, if you're lazy like me, it'll be in the description. Thank you for that, though. It's been really cool seeing some of you guys come over. And holy crap, 20,000 is almost happening, and I can't wait. I'm going to give a nice little speech. Will I cry? Possibly. I'm on 15 milligrams of Lexapro. It might be tough to cry. It's a little harder with the medication, but you know what? I think it might happen. So thank you guys, and let's get back to the video. I'm sure most of you have skipped ahead anyway, and that's fine.
No,
At least 11:15 when you left the Eastern Columbia building, right?
no, I didn't know what he was doing. He was attending to his mother.
Okay.
You weren't with them.
I had information.
We know what narrative you want.
Okay. All right. That's information that you received, but you have no personal knowledge of that.
I have no reason to doubt it. It came from Sean.
Okay.
I have no.
Okay. So Mr. Bett told you that?
Uh-oh.
The boss is out there.
Right. Mr. Bett told you that he was tending to his mother that night?
He didn't say mother. He said the boss was out there. I'm aware of what the situation was, the time frame. He's with his mother.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay.
He thinks he has something here.
And did you have any understanding that he had a meeting with his new business manager earlier that evening where he was told that he was running out of money and that his taxes hadn't been paid in years? Did you have any understanding of that?
Objection.
Or anyone else?
Objection. Foundation calls for speculation.
Also, what does that have to do with this?
Sustain the objection. Next question.
And you didn't see Mr. Depp that night, right?
No, I did not.
Okay. So you came back the next morning to escort Amber to Coachella, right?
Yes.
And you say that Amber told you that she had thrown Mr. Depp's phone off the roof?
Correct.
And did you come to understand that Mr. Depp had thrown her phone off the roof that evening prior to when Amber threw Mr. Depp's phone off the roof?
She informed me of that.
So they were just both throwing phones? Johnny, what are you doing? Dude, can you imagine the dude that found the phones and was like, you guys will never believe this. I got Amber Heard and Johnny Depp's cell phones. They'd be like, shut up, dude. I'm serious.
Okay, she informed you of that.
Then a couple days later, they see him eating a chicken taco and a couple $100. They're like, no way.
So when you went outside to look for Mr. Depp's phone, you weren't looking for Miss Heard's phone, were you?
She had her phone. She had her phone. She was trying to re-download and back it up.
Okay, so you were only looking for Mr. Depp's phone when you went downstairs to try to. You found it with an unhappy.
Spit it out, dude.
Okay, so you were only looking for Mr. Depp's phone when you went downstairs to try you found it with an unhoused person, you said, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and did I hear you right that you said it was 6 miles away where you found the phone?
Correct.
That's pretty well traveled.
It actually wasn't 6 miles away. It was actually right below the building, the ECB building,
No, it was
correct?
not.
Okay,
No, it was not.
Can you pull up? Does he have a way to see documents that just him?
Also, what does it even matter? Like, let's just say it was under the building and they found it. All right, what does it matter at that point? Whether it was Skid Row or Skid No, what does it matter?
Your Honor.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, what is the jury going to see here and go, oh, you know what? Yeah, no, this changes everything. This guy's a liar.
Could you please pull up the witness statement, Mr. Jenkins? Mr. Jenkins, do you remember giving testimony on Mr. Depp's behalf in the UK trial?
Yes, I did.
And you gave a witness statement first in writing, correct? Do you remember that?
Yes.
And then you were examined by the attorneys in the trial, correct?
Tell you what, his lawyer's tie reminds me of these candy canes I used to eat. They were like Starburst candy canes, and there was one that was orange and blue raspberry. And I'll tell you what, that was like crack for 9-year-old Ryan. Okay, looks just like that. Now I got to try to find them.
Correct.
Okay. Can you see on your screen the statement that's? Do you see a witness statement?
Yes, I see it.
It says witness statement of Starling Jenkins, right?
Correct.
And this is the statement that you wrote and signed as part of the UK trial on behalf of Mr. Depp, correct?
Correct.
Okay. If you can scroll, please, to page 3 of the document. And Mr. Jenkins, I'm going to read you what you wrote in paragraph 13.
Okay.
And we can go from there. On paragraph 13, you wrote,
I love when everyone gets their reading glasses on.
in your witness statement in the UK trial, the Find My iPhone application indicated that Johnny's phone was somewhere on the streets below the balcony of the residence. Did I read that right?
If that's what it says, that's what it says. I'm telling you, the phone was in Skid Row.
Okay,
I have
so
a photo of the gentleman that found it. I have the location where the phone was found.
It's just like the photo of the dude holding the tacos and the money.
isn't Skid Row just a few blocks away from the Eastern Columbia building?
No, it's on 6th and Main, I guess, depending on what area you are.
Okay, so one of these two sworn statements, either what you just said in court just now, that it was found 6 miles away, or this, one of these is false, correct?
It's just inadequate as far as the location. The location is not below the penthouse. It's not on Broadway. It was found on Broadway by the unhoused man, and then he lives off of Skid Row.
That's probably what they said initially. Listen, it was found below, someone took it, and then they went to Skid Row, and then it was found again. I totally understand what he means by that.
Okay.
Okay.
Now let's move on to Coachella, please.
Right.
You were with Amber
What did you think of Lady Gaga?
and her friends that weekend at Coachella, and you testified a little bit about what you saw. Is it fair to say that Amber and her friends were having a good time that weekend?
Johnny looks like he was like, oh yeah.
Yes, it was.
And there were thousands of other people at that music festival too, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Were you aware that Amber's sister Whitney was pregnant and sober that weekend?
Wasn't my information, wasn't my knowledge.
Were you aware that Amber's sister Whitney threw up in a parking lot that weekend?
Oh, Jesus, here we go.
No.
Okay. To your knowledge and understanding, Mr. Jenkins, there's nothing wrong with wanting to spend time with your friends at a music festival after being abused by your husband, right?
Oh, come on. Come on. What a ridiculously loaded question.
What abuse?
Hey, there we go. Great answer. Great answer. Love that. Love that. What abuse? That's how you answer a question like that. It's such a loaded BS question. All he's trying to do is just create this narrative for the jury that Amber is this victim who just wanted to, you know, she just wanted to go out and have a fun time after everything that happened. It's like, stop it.
That's not an abnormal thing to want to be around your friends, correct?
She was partying it up with her friends. She was partying it up.
And you said you didn't hear anything about, she didn't say anything to you about domestic violence having taken place, correct?
Nothing in the car pertaining to that.
Would it surprise you that she might not want to talk to someone who had worked for her husband for around 23 years at that point about domestic violence?
She talked about her pooping in the bed.
Would that surprise you?
Objection, speculation, Your Honor.
Sustain the objection. Next question.
Yeah, also, like, what are we doing? How are you supposed to even answer that?
Ms. Heard texted you on May 12th, 2016, asking you to call her, correct?
Correct.
And you did not bother to respond to that text, correct?
Correct.
And that was the last communication that you had with her, correct?
Correct.
Now, you weren't, just to be clear, you weren't at Amber's house on Orange Avenue in March 2013 when Johnny was there, correct?
Love Johnny's rings. Those are badass. Need to wear rings like that. I mean, I kind of have my...
I might have driven him to the location. I'm familiar with the address.
But you didn't enter the house at any point in March 2013, correct?
Depending on if he had luggage or gifts going upstairs, I might have.
But you didn't hang out with him inside the house, right?
Hurry up and wait in the car, sir.
You did not play the board game Settlers of Catan with Johnny, did you? No, sir. Why not? It's a good game. Just didn't play it, sir. Okay, you should play it.
And you weren't at the Hicksville Trailer Palace in late May or early June 2013, right?
No.
You weren't on a plane flight from Boston to Los Angeles in May 2014, correct? With Johnny and Amber?
So all he's trying to say here is, you know nothing. You know nothing of the sort.
You weren't with Mr. Depp and Amber in the Bahamas in August 2014, correct?
Correct.
You weren't with Mr. Depp and Amber in Tokyo in January 2015, correct?
What's he just naming every single thing they've done without this man there? You were not at the TGI Fridays 3 weeks ago when I was there with my wife. Well, no, why would I be? Well, why weren't you there?
No, I was not there. Correct.
You weren't with Mr. Depp and Amber in Australia in March 2015, correct?
How many does he have in the chamber?
You weren't at Thanksgiving with them in Penthouse 5 of the
See, this is getting ridiculous.
Eastern Columbia building in November 2015, correct?
I believe I was there.
You
I
didn't.
might
You
have
weren't.
been assigned the detail. I don't have the schedule, but I might have been assigned the detail.
So he says, yeah, I was there. And he's like, okay, well, you weren't there when they went Christmas shopping and went to Toys R Us.
You were.
Thanksgiving, it's a holiday.
Sure. You don't have any
Sure,
specific recollection of that one way or the other, though, correct?
I would probably say I was on duty that day.
Okay.
It's the holiday.
Okay. You weren't celebrating Thanksgiving in Penthouse 5 with them that evening, correct?
I was in the CP.
Okay, and that's a separate room, correct?
Separate room on the same level. Correct.
And you weren't in the Bahamas in late December 2015, correct?
Oh, his ring is sick, too. He's got like a cool skull. I need cool rings.
With them?
Correct.
you weren't in the ECB with just the two
Oh,
of them
my
the night
Lord.
of December 15th, 2015, correct?
Get over it.
That is right before the Christmas party, I believe. Correct.
And finally, you weren't in the penthouse of the Eastern Columbia building on the night of May 21st, 2016 with Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard, correct?
Correct.
And you'd agree that you have no personal knowledge of what went on between Mr. Depp and Ms. Heard behind closed doors, correct?
Correct.
But once again, what a dumb question. Obviously, nobody knows what goes on behind closed doors truthfully. You know, there's this person, and then the truth somewhere in the middle, right? So it's like, it's just a dumb, well, what is he supposed, what do you, like, well, come on.
Nothing further. Thank you.
All right,
Like, wow, you really cooked there, buddy.
redirect.
You really cooked, Elaine. Yeah, Elaine's like, great job.
Just very quickly, Your Honor, do we have Mr. Jenkins' witness statement? Or perhaps?
It's a young lawyer. He's got to be in his mid to late 20s. That looks like he'd be my younger brother.
And if we could go to the third page, please. Mr. Jenkins, directing your attention to paragraph 13, which Mr. Rottenborn had you look at just a second ago.
Yes.
He read the first sentence of that witness statement.
Mr. Rottenborn.
The Find My iPhone application indicated that Johnny's phone was somewhere on the streets below the balcony of the residence. Walked out. Could you please read for the jury the second part of that paragraph?
I walked out onto the street, did not see the phone. I then asked several homeless people if they had the phone. One homeless man admitted to me that he had the phone, returned the phone to me in exchange for the following: $425 in cash,
Oh, it went up $5.
chicken tacos, 2 bags of chips, 4 apples, 2
Okay.
apples, 4 bottles of water.
He came prepared.
And so do you recall
Every time he says that, Johnny laughs.
where you found the iPhone that day?
Yes, I do.
Objection asked and answered.
All right, I'll sustain the objection. Next question.
Mr. Jenkins, moving to Coachella, Mr. Rottenborn asked you about Whitney Heard. Do you know who that is?
Yes, I do.
Do you know the difference between Whitney Heard and Amber Heard?
I think he does.
Yes, I do.
And who was sick that
One
day?
is the boss's wife. One is the boss's sister-in-law.
Who was sick that day at Coachella?
Amber was sick.
I love that he calls Johnny the boss.
Thank you. Nothing further.
All right, is this witness subject to recall?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Jenkins.
Good job, Mr. Jenkins.
You're free from testimony, and therefore you're free to do whatever you need to do, or you can watch the proceedings. It's up to you. But you're done for today, though. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you to the court.
All right. Have a good day.
And just another great witness on Johnny's end. Love it. I love when he said, "What abuse?" That's probably the best part of this whole video. Basically, like, I'm on to you type of thing. All right, there we go. A little bonus Saturday video in the books. Once again, please subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed. I'm telling you, please. 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 How many please? That's 3, 4 pleases. It would mean a lot. You could literally get me to 20,000, like, right now. So that would be amazing. Like the video. You guys always do that. Hype the video. You guys have been crushing that. Comment. Like I said, I got a lot of commenters. I love you guys. Like you guys know, I read them every day. So just know that. Thank you. Why don't I respond to the comments? Because like I've said before, when I would respond, people would get mad that I wasn't responding to theirs. And I think that's a little bit ridiculous. So, okay. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to read everyone's. And I'm not going to show any favoritism. People are dramatic. All right, that's it. Just me saying I appreciate you as always. Thank you for always giving me your time. Thanks for always giving me some great ideas, some great feedback. If you ever want to give me any trials or cases or follow-ups, like if you're like, oh, there's a Chris Watts video you've never watched, there's a Nicole Kessinger, another Johnny Depp one or whatever, hit me up on Instagram. Shoot me a DM. I can't get to every DM, but I sometimes might be able to open it, see it, acknowledge it, whatever. Link is in the description along with my Twitch, like I said, which would be awesome too. Follow me wherever you want. Just don't follow me here to my house. Okay. All right. That is it for me here. Please don't bother me while I'm watching true crime. Peace.